KKHT wants you to meet the classiest guys in real estate.
This is Tim O'Neill, the icon of insurance.
I'm Chris Kelso, the Meister of Mortgage.
And I am Rob Cook, the godfather of real estate. And together we are
the Real Estate Rat Pack. Much like us, real estate in the greater Houston area is hot.
So whether you're buying, selling, owning, or insuring real estate in the greater Houston area,
you need to check us out as we are the preeminent source for everything you need to know.
And now, they're here to take your calls and answer your questions live. Call now 1-800-808-5548. The Real Estate Rat Pack.
Good morning,
Houston.
What's up?
Yeah, we're up. Yeah, what up?
Yes, I just realized that our intro was a lie. I mean, classiest guys in real estate. We have Tim inside here.
Yeah.
Oh!
Well, things change as we get new information.
I'm a funnel cake now to put me in the grease. That's nice.
It's starting out right away.
All right.
Starts out right away. It's a Saturday morning.
Good morning, Houston, except for these two guys.
So, Willowbend Mortgage, thanks for the great trip yesterday.
Oh, well, it was all of our great sponsors, including Tim O'Neill over there and Amy Kraft with Overbug Title, and we had a really, really good time, and that's why we're sort of lagging, I think, a little bit this morning.
Oh, yeah. I was up chopping food for breakfast.
Oh, yeah, breakfast at the Bend.
Breakfast at the Bend.
Yes,
So,
it will be fun.
there you go. Chef Kelso making his world-famous crepe thin omelets.
Crepe thin
Okay,
omelets
easy for you to
this
say.
morning. Yes. So it's all fun stuff.
So you think we should have a show?
I think we should have a show.
I think we'll do that.
Absolutely. Let's definitely do one right here.
Let's talk about real estate. It's kind of a novel idea.
Well, we are the Real Estate Rat Pack.
Real estate, hypermarket this, hypermarket that.
Back in the studio, officially now a two-timer, is our own Mary Scally, also a new sponsor.
Also
for the
our
show.
brand new sponsor.
Kind of a big deal.
It's kind of a big deal.
Kind of a very big deal.
In fact, you know what? Mary, come over here, and I want you to introduce your guest this morning.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. We want you to do the one, make the one to do those introductions.
You know him so well, she had to grab his card. So
Oh, it's great to be here with you all. Good morning, Houston. It's early. I'm just saying. Anyway, with us is Mat Trenchard.
See, that's why I wanted you to say it instead of me.
You're so sweet to me. Anyway, from Senna Homes, and I have been working with Matt and his team, Sam and Robert Craven, for 3.5 years. In fact, my first house that we ever staged for profit was with Sam and his team.
Well, you think
so,
after 3.5 years you could pronounce his last name. I mean, really. So next time we bring him on, let's make sure you practice a little bit.
But I usually am talking to Sam or Robert,
Okay.
and they're not available today. But we're glad to have Matt here. And his wife, who's hiding behind me.
Yes.
Don't make me talk.
Yeah.
Please don't make me talk.
Which only means make me talk eventually.
She's very scared that you're going to call on her, and we do know she knows something
Well,
about the business.
I don't know if she knows the doors
So-
automatically lock.
You know, we might want to hear what it's like to be a wife on the other side of a real estate
these
professional.
transactions.
Exactly.
Well, Matt, let's get you close to a microphone there, and then let's talk about what you do and how you do it. And,
Absolutely.
and I
What
know you've
got you
some
into the
partners.
business?
Yeah.
What did get me in the business? Well, I'm a recovering accountant. So, the name of
Sorry.
our company is Senna House Buyers, and Sam and Robert Craven started the company 3.5 years ago. I was working in accounting. I'd always been interested in real estate. Sam and I went to high school together. Through some networking, we got caught up, did a couple deals on the side, and it was love at first sight, So that's kind of how I got involved with it. Since then, so we rehab, wholesale, and pretty much we market for deals, figure out ways to monetize those, and then sell them. So whether that's wholesaling it, listing the property for the homeowner, doing a construction project on it and selling it, whatever we've got to do, we really try to help that homeowner in whatever situation it is for them.
Yeah, so tell me what everybody's role is in the company. You've got two partners over there, and then
right. So Sam kind of handles the sales and marketing aspect. I kind of handle the acquisitions aspect. Robert's been managing the construction. We've since hired an awesome team. I don't know if they're listening. They're on my little text message stream here, though.
They can call in 800-808-5548 and give
That
you a
is
hard
correct.
time.
There
Give
you
you a
go.
very hard time.
They better call in. So
Somebody better call it.
right. So we've since hired an awesome team. We've got Clarissa. She's our office manager. She's been with us almost a year now. She kind of handles closing coordination, anything in the office, really kind of keeps us organized. Then we have Tina. She's our salesperson. So she handles if you're looking for any properties that you want to buy as an investment, whether it's a flip project, a new rental project, something like that. Tina's job is to get to know you, figure out exactly what it is you like. That way we're not just randomly sending you deals that you're not even interested in. So she's really focused on learning kind of, well, I like Northeast Houston, this is my criteria. So that way if we get something that fits that criteria, boom, she just picks up the phone. Hey, Chris, I got a great one for you. Just take a look at it. We used to live and die off our email list, and we're trying to get away from that. We'd rather sell it off a relationship. So that's Tina's role. Alphonse has been hired to kind of start manning the construction aspect. So when we do get the rehab projects and everything like that, Alphonse will be in charge of keeping all of that in track. And then we've also hired Alex. He's brand new. He's brand new, and he's in Australia on vacation after 2 weeks of working. So because we're such an awesome company to work for.
Can I come work for y'all?
Hey, come to work for us. Go to Australia.
We do have an unlimited vacation policy, so it's
just
pretty
unpaid,
exciting.
right?
Yeah. So
You can be gone as long as you want, but don't expect a paycheck.
Wasn't Clarissa just recently in Paris?
Clarissa is the world traveler of the team, so she's always somewhere. She had to go to Japan because her sister got married, and she lives in Japan. So, and then Alex will be in charge of acquisitions.
Her sister had to
and
get
buying.
married, and they went to Japan. What?
Her sister got married in Japan.
Oh, that was
Sister got married in Japan.
Yeah.
I think you're embellishing on that story.
making sure I had that. Straight.
So it's my grandma's birthday. We're going to Mexico. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
So,
That's good enough reason,
That's
Right.
not a bad one, though.
No, it's not a bad one. So in the last, 90 days, we've doubled the size of our team. So Sam and Robert and I are really focused on growing this year and putting the core team in place so we can put a business model together to where, we can go to different markets with it once we prove out the model.
Gotcha.
So-
So,
And I imagine having an accounting background goes very well, especially whenever.
Funny story about that. When I
Keep
was coming
going.
on board, I was like, there's one condition I have for you. And they're like, well, what's that? I'm
I
like,
don't want to do the numbers.
I will not be doing the accounting. So, but it does help. It does help because I kind of have that analytical side, as well as I think I'm kind of personable from time to time, so
Right.
I'm pretty decent at sales. So it really helps to kind of have both sides of that for me
You
personally.
can always tell them, part of a 12-step program is to not continue to do what you're trying to, wean yourself off of. And
Right.
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 Admit that you're helpless over accounting.
So that was it. It was no accounting. It just that's for any accountants out there that are listening. Hats off to you.
Yeah.
Debits on the left, credits on the right.
That's right.
Oh, you have to
That's
remember
right.
Must balance.
Work that out.
Yeah. I was
I
been.
can't get my bank statement right now to balance. There's something that I don't understand.
You got to
Right.
manage your balance sheets.
We forgot to give a big shout out to all of our taxpayers who sweated it out the last 24,
Well, you know
48
what?
hours.
Tax day is Monday.
It is Monday.
Absolutely.
It's the 18th this year.
That was yesterday. Somewhere.
Somewhere.
Got
we were
3
on a
extra
bus.
days.
That's why.
It's-
Yes. Yes, that was it. They knew that the Rat Pack was going to be out of town, so they pushed it till
I'm
Monday.
sure the feds.
Forgot
Uncle
about
Sam's
that.
such a nice guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, I want you.
To pay
No,
me
I really
money.
don't want you. I just want your money.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, well, we were talking this morning. Your volume has picked up pretty dramatically from when you began. Or how many
Sure.
houses was
So we did about 30 deals or so, give or take a handful, year one. That jumped to about 45 in year two, and then we did 65 last year. And so, leading up to, like I said, Clarissa came on board as the office manager last summer. So it's been the three of us, Robert, Sam, and I, for 2.5 years. Then Clarissa joined last year, and so we're shooting for about 100 this year with the team that we have. So
That's cool. Rehab at home is it's not like on what is that Design on a Dime on
Yeah.
HGTV.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
flip
flip
or
this
flop.
home, flip or flop, you name it. It's
Yeah.
just it's so easy.
Those shows
Yeah.
drive me crazy because
Oh,
yeah.
the whole
The
the
flip or
reality
flop.
shows
We
have
bought a
nothing
home
to do with
for
the reality.
$100,000. Aftermarket value can be $250,000. we're just going to put in $20,000. All of a sudden, they bring everybody in, and it gets done like in 3 days, and it goes, it's back on the market.
Yep.
And of course, they always.
But
get
those
that
shows
250.
probably do help individuals who want to get out there and get into that business, though.
They can, but it's almost a double-edged sword. It's a little dangerous, too,
Right.
because, there's so much. I mean, it's countless times you go to somebody's house who's selling their home, and they're like, well, you said you're going to put $20,000 into it, and it's worth $200, so you can pay $170, and you'll make $10,000 off of it. And I'm like, well, it doesn't exactly work that way.
The accountant shows up here.
Yeah. There's this thing called commissions and closing costs and everything else. And I think that's one of the big things that new people kind of underestimate, especially in the rehab business, is just how quickly all of those other soft costs can kind of add up and just chew into the profit. And so that's kind of the biggest thing is either A, they underestimate how much it's going to cost for construction, or B, they overestimate how much they think they can sell it for. And I mean, I'll be the first to say when you're new, you're so excited just to get that first deal or just to get one project or just to get started in it that, well, I need to pay $150, but they need $170. I could probably stretch it and you're so excited for that first deal that you stretch here, you stretch there, and then, you can only buy the house once. Right? So once you buy it, you can't get it any lower than that. So you really have to
you
buy
mentioned
it
it's
right.
a game of inches also. I mean,
Absolutely.
the slightest bit of change on the purchase price or on the repairs or et cetera, make a world of difference in regards to the profitability.
Absolutely. I mean, a $30,000 rehab can come $40,000 in rehab
Quickly.
instantly. Very instantly, with something that you just weren't expecting.
Yeah,
You have to come up with a different word, because I'm tired of hearing rehab.
I just suggested that for your
Got any
help.
ideas?
Which I see that too, though, in my business. You'll take somebody with a 12-year-old Honda Civic with a $4,000 book value, and they'll put $3,000 worth of rims on it and the $4,000 stereo in it, and they think, hey, I've got a $10,000 car now, right? And you're like,
Right.
no.
Right.
No, you don't.
It's
You have
still
a beater.
$4,000 with some great
It's still a
upgrades.
beater.
Well, yeah, you never do it over the market because the market is the market, and no one's going to pay more than market. Period.
Exactly. And, especially, on my side of the business, dealing with right now primarily with the acquisitions part, a lot of times you go into somebody's home that I think we were just talking about a house, you were talking about Chris and Katie, that it has nice things in it, but they were nice things in 1970. Right? And so a lot of people think, well, my home doesn't need any work because it doesn't need a roof or it doesn't need foundation work or anything like that. But you have to explain to them, I understand that you have these, quote, upgrades to your home.
Oh, yeah, that Corian countertop. Yeah,
However, your neighbor next door has true up-to-date updates, and so you have to be able to explain that to somebody without, offending them. But it's just one of those things. So
I don't see how when you tell someone the truth, it's offending them.
Yeah, but it's always hard though, because I mean, everyone falls in love with their home. They fall in love with.
Absolutely.
Remember, because we always talk about this. When you own your own home, it's your lifestyle. So whenever you're selling it, or when you think someone's going to be buying it right there, you're assuming that they want that lifestyle that you were accustomed to. We mentioned this one home that had a sunken bar, for example. That might not be the lifestyle of somebody who wants to buy there. So then what they look is say, guess what? I need to change this because this is something I need to
that
have
house was built in
updated.
the 80s, I'll bet you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, I can walk into any house and tell you what decade it was built in.
Yeah.
you pretty much can.
You
after
pretty
a
much
while.
can, yeah. You go to HAR and it will let you know the exact year. And I'm just joking. You're really smart, Rob. I will tell
I
you
can
that.
tell you the square footage of this house.
Reminds me of my trip.
Let me get my
I can
internet.
pretty much walk into every home and do the same thing.
No more
Rob.
coffee and sugar for you.
Have you ever been
fired.
Have you ever been to Graceland? It's an example where you walk in. That home is exactly the way it was in 1977 when Elvis died, and you look around the furnishings and the whole thing, and it's just a walk back in time.
Right.
They have if you've never been, it's really a worthwhile trip.
I have not, but
I'm a
I've
big
been in his
fan and
green
always
shed
have been.
garden.
But yeah.
So what we're telling everybody is, even if you don't like Elvis, if you like architecture, if you like homes, if you like styling, you need to go and visit.
When you
Graceland
walk
for
into
that.
Graceland, exactly,
Yep.
it's a walk back in time. It's really quite something.
Well, speaking of a walk back in time, we have to walk forward for a commercial.
Yeah.
You
Let's
know,
do it. Let's
time
do it.
flies
Sounds
when you're
good.
having fun, but we are not done. We are
As long as
just now beginning.
Josh doesn't drop the board. here.
Exactly. That's what Josh's going to do right there. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.